YouTube, y'all, what's good with y'all, man? It's King Dooms, and y'all responded well to the last video referring to the Alpha Dog Badge for all guards. I'm gonna show y'all the most important thing as far as getting Alpha Dog, and that is your lineup, adjusting your lineup. So let's get right to it. I'm gonna skip to it. That man said, I don't cheat. Oh my! And so, with us being in the neighborhood now, the first thing you'll want to do, well, the first thing that I need to tell y'all is that my settings, and that is the options, Pro 12 minutes. That is what I played on to get Alpha Dog. If you do it correctly, when you lead your team in the stats category, you will get 2,000 XP points towards it, 2,000 mod points towards the progress of unlocking Alpha Dog badge. So if you do the math, you have to play 10 games to get Alpha Dog. And it's a very important badge. I believe it is, especially for somebody like for me, for a pure sharp in the game where it's so defensively dominating. Your point guard or your main ball handler can bring the ball up, lose the ball a couple times, they're instantly cold. And so having Alpha Dog helps in a lot of ways because it boosts every attribute +5. I'm not sure if it's primary attribute, so for me, that would just be my shooting, which would still be a blessing because then my threes will go to a 96 and my mid-range would be in the 90s as well, since those are my primary attributes, being a pure shark. And it's a very important badge to have. It's easy for bigs to get it considering they dominate the boards, can get blocks easy, and of course they'll get more steals as well. So it's pretty easy for guards to get their points and assists. But those other three, what you'll want to do is go to the skill boost. I hope y'all know what a boost stand is. But yes, you'll want to buy boosts for steals, rebounding, and blocks, and also buy Gatorade. Because if you don't have energy towards the late games, if you play on 12 minutes, if you want to get to 2,000 a game, that's going to hurt you because your player will be dead tired. Dead tired. He doesn't jump anymore. He won't go for blocks. He's slow in the lanes. You won't get steals. And it's going to be tough. So this is where you buy a boost at. I'm pretty sure y'all should know that by now. At this point in 2K, this is where you buy the boost at. So now the next key thing, I believe you have to be a 90 overall. I'm pretty sure it's a 90 overall. I didn't check it. I didn't realize that the NBA team feature was down here, not until after I was an all-star captain, me and Giannis from the Bucks. And you go to my minutes, and then you can adjust your lineup right here. Now, depending on who you play for, what you'll want to do is take your best rebounder, your highest rebounder. For me, it's Marc Gasol, and you'll want to put them in reserve. What that does, it takes them out the game completely. They'll never sub in, they'll never check in. That's what y'all pretty sure you know what reserves means. So take away Gasol minutes, take away your best rebounder minutes. You'll want to drop that all the way down, then swap it out with the person that you have in reserve. If you have multiple reserve spots, I will put all my tallest players or best rebounders down there because Gasol be snagging, so he be snagging. And then also I put myself at center for the jump ball because that automatically will put me in the paint. And a lot of the shorter players, they won't crash the boards on defense. So it was kind of easy to get rebounds that way as well. Only people that I really had to deal with on the Grizzlies was Alex Len, Jaren Jackson, and JaMychal Green, because those are primary glass cleaners, I believe, on the team. When I got Team Takeover, they got the little glass cleaner logo under their name. So those were the only 3 I worried about. It was still a struggle sometimes, and there was some games that I didn't get it because they will check them in. Even if you take away everybody's minutes and then you just add it to the starting 5, the game will still substitute in people. And from what I was told, it's because you're not a franchise player. To become a franchise player, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's videos of that on YouTube, but I'm not sure. So, but that's what I've heard, is that you need to become a franchise player to keep your lineup the way it is. So have your lineup from shortest to tallest. I put my guy at center, and then I took Marc Gasol. I put him all the way down to reserve. He never checked in, because for the longest I thought you just took their minutes away. You take their minutes away, and that would work, but the game doesn't recognize it, and it will still sub them in. So put your best rebounder in reserve. That's the big key right there as well. And so now, I'm not going to go into a gameplay, but I did record a clip that I was going to use for Twitter. But I never put it on Twitter because I knew eventually I was going to make a video in which I asked y'all and got good feedback on it. So now I got to find the game. And I believe it is this one. Might be this one. And this is live, so I don't want to do that. I wanted to play. I believe I was showing what I do to get blocks and steals as well. So right here we're playing against Portland. I mean, that's one way you can get steals as well. Because the toughest thing for guards, for us, is going to be steals. Well, it shouldn't be steals, because your steal success is still kind of high. But this is also the same method that I do to get steals. Now you see JR is going to go to this corner right here, and I'm trying to get behind him. I want him to cut. When you're standing behind the player you're holding, you'll want to stand behind him in the corner like I tried to. But that's just also me betting and knowing the play that Portland was going to run. That's how I was able to get that steal right there. And so I think it happens right here where he goes back to the corner, and then I'm standing behind him. I want him to cut. He's trying to cut. That's what I want, and you have to bait that. And that's how I got the block. And that's my method in getting blocks. If you stand behind them in the corner, that will make them cut. They're going to cut automatically. It works for me every time. As far as the rebound, you have to pray the ball goes your way off the block. Because you see I got low rebounds up there at the top right. So I wasn't getting rebounds. And Alex Len and the other 2 dudes that I named, they was hogging the rebounds, and which is tough. So that's definitely the method for me and how I got Alpha Dog. Because a lot of y'all was asking, like, how do you be getting blocks? Like, how you be getting rebounds? You get rebounds from blocking shots. I got to the point where I was getting the high enough blocks that I was getting the rebounds off of those blocks, and it all meshed. Like, it all came together, and it all came natural as I was getting closer to the badge. I believe I recorded another one that I wanted to show. I can't find it. It might be this one. I'm waiting for this thumbnail to load. I don't know what this one is. I'm gonna click this one. I don't know. Was I going for? I don't even think I was going for it this game. I'm probably wasting y'all time. I'm probably wasting my time too. Because what was I trying to do? Because it's the second quarter. I don't have high assists. I don't know. I think that was showing deep range data. That's what it was. But I'm pretty sure y'all set on that. It was another clip I had recorded though. That's tough. Well, I wasted y'all time right there because I can't find it. I know it was another clip that I had recorded, but it's all good. But hopefully y'all remember what I said. Go back, play the video. I'm gonna just do a review over it basically. Make sure you have boosts. Make sure you buy rebounding, steals, blocks. And then you come down here to NBA team. I believe you have to be a 90 overall in order to do this. To have your mind minutes and all this down here. And then you're able to rebuild your rotations. You'll want to take the minutes away from everybody and then just add it to the short players. Put yourself at center and then take your best rebounders. For me, it was Marc Gasol, and put them at reserve. That is what you'll do right there, man. As if you got more reserve spots, in which I thought you did in the NBA, but I guess Grizzlies don't. Because I know there's 15-man rosters in the NBA. That's the max, but I just got one. That makes it 14. But best rebounder, put them at reserve. Everybody else, you just got to deal with it and tolerate it. If you got like multiple bigs, you got to live with it. But Marc Gasol was a horse for sure. And then the settings to get 2,000 a game, have it on Pro 12 minutes. Zilla told me that you get 3,100 doing it on Hall of Fame. 3,100 a game towards Alpha Dog. Playing on Hall of Fame 12 minutes. And then the video that I showed y'all, like I said, if you playing off ball, follow your man and play behind him. Like, you want him to cut, you want to force him to cut, and then you just, it's based off your timing at that point. It's all on your timing at that point. You'll get used to it though, because you'll realize certain players go up instantly. Some take their time, and you just got to get the timing down. But that's how you force them to cut, which initiates. That's the biggest thing in my career to me, is getting the computer to initiate what you want them to do. And that's how I got the blocks. That's how I got the rebounds. And that's how I got the Alpha Dog badge right there. You also can get steals like that too, like I said, if you get back in front of them. But my method for that was just to get blocks and then get the rebounds. So, I mean, I hope this helps. Let me know if it does help. If you stuck on something, like if you're a point guard and you're guarding on ball, it might be tough. I think it'll be impossible if it's Steph Curry, because he's going to pull. But like a Westbrook, like a slash and point guard, it'll be easy with. Just let them blow right past you, but stay on their hip, and then force them to lay it up, and then you can get your blocks like that. So you'll want to force the animation every time as they're driving to get the block. Because off ball I knew, but on ball I had to think about it for a second. I was like, yes, if you're a point guard, guarding somebody coming up court, let them dribble right past you, force them in the paint, they'll just go up and try to score. Timing is on you. So I hope this helps. Let me know if it does. Drop a like if it does, man. That's my method in getting Alpha Dog for all guards. Any other questions, man, just hit me up on Twitter. You see it down at the bottom left. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, man. Drop a like, man, to show support. King Doings, I'm out, y'all. Peace.